I don't know why this guy always talks when it's literally starting soon. Alright, we gotta figure out a way to get Mark to see the starting soon, guys. He's a bit blind these days.
No, bro, I love talking to the viewers. Can you hear me over the music? Hello, hello.
Uh-huh.
Come on, it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny, bro. Let's be real. It was pretty funny.
So to everyone that's coming in, today we got a good topic for you guys. As you can see from the title, the topic is everyone's got a sad story, and
That's right.
what do we mean by that?
Well, you know, like everyone's heard of the quote, everyone's got a sad story. You either use it as a motivation or a determination of what the rest of your life will be, right? And I strongly believe that. And we're not going to sit here and talk about, you know, how fear and failure should be your strength. Like, we've done all that, right? We've spoken about that. What we're going to talk about is how do we look at the hurdles in our life? How do we look at shit that's happened to us? And what do we do differently to make sure that we can keep it going, keep it moving forward as entrepreneurs through all of our businesses, failed, successful, whatever they were, you know, like how do we keep the fucking ball rolling throughout everything?
Facts. And we
So,
huh?
yeah, they say facts to that, bro.
Nah, this I was like, is he gonna comment on what I did? But I didn't hear that comment.
I didn't hear you, yeah.
Yeah, nah, yeah. So we're just talking about like our experiences with what we've been through, and how you can learn from what we've like literally how we've gone.
For sure. And I don't want to use too many examples because we have an episode coming up where you kind of get an introduction into who we are, why we are the way we are, why we have passion for helping small business owners, etc., etc. But for this one, we want to talk a little bit about what is a hurdle to us and like what do we do to kind of overcome them, right? Like what so when we run into, for example, an issue with a client, when we run into issues with, you know, our personal life, what do we see them as, right? For me, I think life is and this is all unscripted, this episode, guys. We want to be as raw as possible, right? Like we want to be to the point where we're talking from our heart, genuinely how I feel, right?
Yeah.
For me, the way I tackle things in life in terms of setbacks, hard parts, all those types of things is that I know that life it's always gonna get hard. I never see a point in my life getting better. Like there'll be a point where I'll be happier, right? And there'll be points where there's ups and that type of thing, but the downs will always go lower, right? I don't think you could ever get to a point where you're at the lowest point in your life until you're dead, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So from talking from the start to now, right? It's gonna get worse, right? And I've come to terms with that. I've come to terms that life doesn't get better, it gets worse. But the biggest important thing for me is how does it get worse, right? What do we define as worse, right? Do we define the issues as worse, or do we define how we deal with them as worse, right?
And it could be like different for everyone.
For sure, 100%. And everyone has a different story as to why they feel like their life is shit, right?
Yeah.
I felt like my life was shit today. You know why? Because I slept in. Not really a good reason. Another person who really has something to cry about is probably living on the street and they felt like their life is shit because they couldn't get their food out of the garbage bin today, right?
Yeah.
So it's like so many different perspectives on this issue of suffering and pain that you have to understand. And the number one thing I want to get across, and Mark might have a different opinion. Like I said, we didn't plan this episode. I strongly believe that pain is not about the pain itself, but by how you deal with it. So when we talk about life getting worse, I think that shouldn't impact how you deal with it, right? And I feel like if you have one mindset, one perspective against all odds, anything that can go wrong, and you're prepared for anything, like I'm prepared for a piano to fall on my head and kill me right now, yeah? Like to that extent, right? To that extent. When you're prepared for anything that will come your way because your mindset is so set on a certain perspective, then that's how your life will eventually it won't get better. I don't think life could ever get better because of the issues that come, but it won't get as worse, right?
Yeah, it's learning to deal with it.
Learning to deal with it. And so if you're at like a level 5 of how shit your life is right now, yeah? Of how shit your life is right now, and then you like kind of learn how to deal with that issue,
Yeah.
right? You deal with a level 5 worst issue, something really fucking bad happening to you.
Yeah.
Then it'll stay at level 5, right? Things can't get worse because the way you perceive the issues that are coming to you is how bad they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If if something happens to me today and I let it destroy my life, then it's
Yeah.
going to be a level 7, level 8, level 9, level 10. But if I have this mandatory set that everything, and I'm talking everything, and I'm not at this level yet, this is where I aspire to be, that everything that comes to me can only destroy me to a certain point, let's say that level 5 point,
Yeah.
right? Then I know nothing can make it worse.
100%, bro. And before I continue from what you said, I'm just gonna get your to Rudy's comments. He said
Yeah,
Donald Trump filed for bankruptcy 3 times before achieving his goals. Elon Musk borrowed money from friends to pay rent at one stage.
exactly.
And that's one of many like hurdles that you're gonna go through. Maybe it might not be you, but there's people that have gone through these hurdles, and at one stage of their life they thought, okay, I'm not gonna be able to come out of this. Like, say for example, Donald Trump filing for bankruptcy 3 times to becoming a billionaire. Like, who would have
Yeah.
thought that, right? No one in
100%.
their
No
right
one.
mind would have thought that.
No one.
But it's the way he got up.
Yeah,
He learned from his mistake, and he became a billionaire. But look at it this way, right?
yeah,
When he filed for bankruptcy at the first time, yeah, he got up the first time. He learned from his
Right.
mistake, but then he got filed for bankruptcy the second time. So when someone goes through bankruptcy twice, like 99% of people would be like, nah, there's no way out of it. I'm just gonna, let's see, I'm not gonna come out of it. And then
Yeah.
he got up in it again, and he filed for bankruptcy 3 times.
again.
And then he got up again.
That's
Now
right.
see that, like, that's what overcoming
Yeah.
hurdles are. Like, I'm just gonna say this, right? I'm just gonna say this clear. I don't care
Yeah.
if your life is shit right now. I don't care if you're crying right now because is that, oh, you can't leave your house because is that, you know what I mean, lockdown.
Yeah,
Everyone's in the same boat, but it's how you deal with what you are given is what
for sure.
it will be the outcome of, like, whatever you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And we speak positivity all the time, especially me. I'm like talking, bro. I talk big game. Yeah, I do. I talk big game. Like, someone could come up to me and be like, bro, my car just died. You know, I'll be like, yeah, what are you gonna do, bro? Sit there fucking crying about your car? You're gonna put that motivation into something else, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not really like that in real life. Like today, I was a little bitch for like 6 hours, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
So I think in the same sense, being positive is good. The fact that you think your life will be permanently better if you do this thing, if you do this thing, if you do this thing, is actually more destructive than helpful. Let me give an example.
Yeah.
I've felt like, right, strongly, that when I left school, I would be the happiest person in the world. Am I happy? Fucking earth, right? I wasn't wrong. Everyone says when you leave school, you're gonna miss it. But bro, I do not miss that shit. Probably the worst years of my life, alright? Anyway, going past that. It's like we think that certain things have to happen for us to be happy. This permanent happiness that we're all seeking, right?
Yeah.
But I think that's so detrimental. And the reason why is because you have to come to terms
Yeah.
with the fact that life isn't happiness. That's what I strongly believe. I think you can be happy in life and you are a character within the big scheme of life, but overall the scheme of life is not something that you're meant to have permanent happiness in. Rather, it's trying to determine how well you can stay true to your happiness through the hard times. And those hard times don't end, right?
Yeah.
And that's like, it's sad in a way, but it's also motivating, right? That sad times in life don't end. If sad times motivated you when you were broke, they're gonna motivate you when you're rich, right?
Yeah.
And so when you're under this perspective that everything will get better and you will never get into another issue again, right? It's so destructive to your mental state. And I used to be like that. I used to say, oh, when I get my car, bro, everything will be fine. Everything. Like, literally everything. And then I get out of my car and I realize, holy shit, bro. Like, life is so much more than that, you know?
Yeah. Let me come to you from a psychological perspective, right?
Yeah.
From my studies, I've learned that you can't be happy when you have pain that you've kind of like avoided.
Avoided. Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
avoid pain, that's called avoidance strategy. What you do is you try to fix your mind, trying to what's that word, like trick it into thinking that you're happy, that XYZ is making you happy,
Yeah.
just so you don't have to go and tackle that hurdle that's presenting itself to you, right? So that
For
could
sure,
be a
for
pain
sure.
point, that could be, say for example, something just went wrong in your business, you don't want to deal with it, you go and like do
Yeah.
this that just to get your mind off it. Because what you
Just to get your mind
realize
off it,
is,
yeah.
yeah, like what you realize is it's all a cycle. You'll try to forget about it, you'll do XYZ that will make you happy, and then when that's all finished, your mind's going to come back and say, this thing is hurting you, this thing is in your way. So your mind tells you, it comes back to remind you
Yeah.
that there's something there that you
For
got
sure.
to fix, and you can't fix it if you don't just go deep in with it. You know what I mean? You cut out, Mark.
100%. And can I say something? And it's gonna be a bit controversial. Can you hear me? Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
yeah, but your just video's delayed and your sound's delayed.
Can you hear me now? Am I good?
Delayed.
Am I good? Am I good? No?
Talk.
No?
Yeah, you're delayed, but you're good. Talk.
Hello? Hello? Can
No,
you
no.
hear? Okay.
Yeah,
Alright,
talk. You're
so
just delayed. It's
basically,
alright.
I have a really I have a very controversial topic, right? And a lot of people may not understand this or agree with this, but I think that mindset,
Yeah.
right, is something that's popular in failed business owners and in drug abusers, right? Let me explain. Now, when you're doing certain drugs,
Okay, Mark, we lost
when
you there, mate. We
you're
lost you.
failing your business because you didn't reach a certain mindset or it give you the happiness that you needed.
Mark, we've lost you. Yeah, guys. So everyone that's here, we're just talking about pain points and how you can get over them. We've just lost Mark, so we're waiting on him. It's his internet, guys. Don't go with TPG. I advise you, don't go with TPG.
Very good.
You back on?
Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, now you're good.
I was about to hotspot and jump on. All right, so what part did you get?
You gotta say it again, bro.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, like the principle, like that I think
Yeah.
is that mindset that I was talking about, that everything will be fine and life is meant to be a happy place, and you know you're meant to reach this point of happiness,
Yeah.
is something that's common,
Mm.
and a lot of people might not agree in drug abusers and
Yeah.
failed business owners, right? And I can explain why, because with someone that's abusing drugs, they don't want to face their reality, right?
Yeah.
And the main reason behind not wanting to face your reality is because it's not what you perceive it to be.
Mm.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's the same with a small business owner and why people give up so early. Because they have a perception of what life is meant to be after they make the first sale, after they get their first client, after they go 6 months advertising, right? And when you set these perceptions of how life is meant to be and you don't achieve them, then you don't want to face it, right? And so when we get into this habit of failing business owners, people that just never learn, and drug abusers who constantly take drugs to forget the reality that they're living in, you
Yeah.
start to see the common trend that they do not face the reality of what life is, right? That life isn't always meant to be good. You know, when you're happy 100% of the time, that means your life is good. Am I cutting? Am I good?
Yeah, you're cutting a bit.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, we lost you, Mark.
Hello?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Talk now. You're good.
Talk for a second. Let me connect to my data. Talk for a sec.
What was that topic you were saying before? Yeah, so like when it comes to pain points and stuff like that, you just gotta go. You just gotta through with it. Like I have a quote here that says, life's problems wouldn't be called hurdles if there wasn't a way to get over them. And that hits deep because everything in life has an answer to it, right? Guys, and we lost.
No, I'm coming.
It's back. All right. Everything in life has an answer to it. And so what makes you think that your problems don't have an answer to them? You may think at a point where it's just new that okay, like, I don't, oh, God. Yo, Mark, are you there? Anyway, sorry guys, I think we just cut out. Give me 1 second.
Hello? Can you
Yo,
hear me?
Mark, I think the live is disabled, is it? Or is it still on? Hello?
Hello?
Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah, bro. Even my data is cutting out. Even my data.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Is it still on or is it
Huh?
still on or
IG?
even my one, is it still on? Oh, cause it can't feel. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's still on, it's still on. Anyways, what I was saying
Okay,
before
alright.
was oh, it's still on, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, continue.
Continue.
Yeah.
Cameras all messed up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, the cameras are all messed up. Because I think you got off your laptop, yeah? Huh?
Oh my god.
Mark, you
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, the internet's messed up. Anyways, so what I was saying before was that there's gonna be times when you think things are like it's impossible. Nothing can come through it, yeah? But there's always a way and you can always do it. You know what I mean?
100%. And can you hear me now?
Mr. Cutting.
Okay. Probably just end the bro. Wait,
To everyone that's
this is
watching,
not working.
we do apologize for the internet connections. It is out of our hands. But you're still here. Mark, you still here?
I'm trying to be here, yeah.
Okay, we might cut it short today, guys. Sorry for the internet connections, but if you want to know what we were speaking about, make sure you just rewind back, go to the start. We pretty much spoke about all the points that we were meant to talk. We hoped we'd talk more about it, but I guess Mark's internet's not allowing us to do that. So TPG.
Can you say fuck TPG for me? Can they hear me? Say fuck TPG. Anyway,
No,
continue.
no profanity. Keep it
Okay,
calm. Keep it calm.
we
We're
love
going.
TPG.
As you know, we've been shouting out a business or an influencer or startup businesses as of recently. So today we're shouting out a new business which is right here. Mark, do you want to take over?
Yeah, tell me if they can hear me. This is an old friend of mine. Her name's Kiara. She's starting a cosmetic tattoo. She's a cosmetic tattoo artist, starting a salon in Melbourne. She's really good. She's done all of her certifications. She's getting straight into it soon. Make sure you guys go follow that Instagram page. She'll be specializing in eyebrows, all the female stuff. I don't know anything about it. But yeah, go check out her Instagram page. Go show her some love. New business owner starting up in Melbourne. Thank you so much. Also, if you want your business shouted out, I'm putting the link in Facebook.
Okay.
And if you came from Instagram, we love you.
I think you might have sent me the wrong Instagram.
Why? Which one do you want?
I don't know if you see that, but you might have sent me the wrong one.
Okay, all right. Well, anyway,
my one says New York.
No, it's Artistry by Kiara. Bro, fuck it. We're doing another shout out. We fucked it.
we did. Anyways, guys, look, we do apologize for the internet. That was it was the internet. That was the internet as well.
That was the internet, not us.
Yeah. It's internet fucked up Mark's
anyway
research. Anyways, guys, good episode today. Make sure to go back, check see what we spoke about. Get ready for tomorrow. We have a guest coming on. We hope to see you all there.
Yeah, we have my mentor and my esports coach coming on tomorrow. So guys, make sure you stay tuned. It's gonna be at 8:30.